Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes weekly webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today I have got the most fun collection from our friends at Hunkdory Crafts. These are moonstone cutting dies, and they make adorable little shadow boxes just like this one. Look at the layers in this, you guys. They're so cute. You can put little things on the back and write your little messages, and you know what? They just fold down, okay? Like that, they get flatter. Fold down like that for mailing. They're adorable, and we've got the feathered nest, the blossoming bees, and then this is the die set that makes the box structure. I'm going to show you how to do this wonderful little craft, so come back and play with us. So we're going to start with the base part of the shadow box. We're going to take some black cardstock. We put this piece. This is the surround that goes around the front here. And we're going to put that there on our black cardstock, and then we're going to run that through the machine, all right? Then you can take this piece right here, which is the rectangle, and you're going to put it right there. Now you should use low-tack tape to tape these down. I forgot mine, so we're just going to pretend like that is centered within this piece. You can either run these both through the same time, or you can just take this piece off and run this through a second time. It's just a choice, whatever you would like to do. So when you're done with that, you're getting a piece that looks like this. All right. And then these already have score lines on there. I know it's hard to see because it's black. So we're just going to fold along the score lines, just like this. And our shadow box is taking shape. All right, I like to use a bone folder as well. This really helps everything get squared up nicely. It takes a little extra time to go over your folds, but you won't regret it when you're done. There's also a really excellent video from Hunkdory, and we're going to connect that to the product pages of each one of these. So if you look down below this video and you find each one of these die sets, just click on a photo of either one of them and you can see the video there. All right, so once we got that piece, you see we have the front of our little shadow box. Now we're going to take these pieces right here, oops, and also this piece right here. Now this piece is, I've got to grab my piece right here. So I've die cut this one, and I used white cardstock and then colored it for my little bee. I'm going to keep that right there. So we're going to take this one, and then we're going to take each one of these little sets. So which one should we start with? I think this one. It doesn't really matter which one you start with because they're going to go in a specific order. And then you're going to center this one right on there. You're going to take some low-tack tape. You're going to tape that down, and you're going to put it through your die cutting machine. And then you're going to get, that is the result right there. All right. And then you're going to do that for all of them. And try to keep as organized and tidy as I can here. Okay, there's this one, and there's this one with a sweet little bee. All right, and so we're going to go ahead and fold the edges of these just like we did before. Fold those to what will be the back, and then just score those. So I'm going to do that to all of my pieces, and we'll be right back. All right, we've got all of ours folded. Now, before I folded, I went ahead and used some ink pads to color all of my little pieces here. But I want to show you in building this one how great it looks if you're just using white, okay? So I'm not going to actually color this, but I am going to tell you how I did it. We will assemble this just like white on white, and it's really, really beautiful, just to give you another option. So for my background piece, which is this one, okay, that honeycomb, I used two colors. I used this buttercup yellow, and then I also used some golden brown. And I just used my little applicator right here to apply each one. Did a little bit up here, did a little bit over here, and that's how that turned out, okay? And then on the very back piece right here, I just took, and we'll talk about that in a moment, I just took a piece of white cardstock and I just colored it all with briar brown. All right, then Our next layer is this piece right here, and I'm going to go through these layers and show you like where I put what, you know, how the layers go. So for this one, I took a yellow, so I took this yellow and a little bit of really beautiful blush pink around the outside edges of this flower. These right here I colored with a little very bright hot pink, and then the leaves are both a little holly green down here and then a little khaki right up here. You can see back there. All right, so we've got those two layers. Then we've got this layer right here. I used both shades of the pink on this beautiful flower here, and then also right here. Okay, so we've got all of our flowers covered. Now the next thing is, how did I work with those little bees? So for the bees, I used a couple of pens actually. So I used this True Black Spectrum Noir pen, and I also used light yellow, but I used the darkest shade. And I just colored like little strips of yellow and black. And then for the wings, I used this ice gray, and I used the lightest shade on the wings. Making sure to color the little feet right there. The little greeting, I die cut that from, it's buried here, metallic gold cardstock. And then on the back, where you would write a little message, I just added another little bee. There's one here that just is an individual, and I added one there, and then one right here. It was very easy to do, and it was really fun to color. So let's get on to how to put these together, you guys. All right, so in the video, it shows you it demonstrates that the demonstrator is using extra sticky tape, okay? I will link this down below the video. It's very easy to put on and to take the little backing off. But I'm going to show you an alternative way of gluing this in using Cosmic Shimmer so that you have both options. I like using Cosmic Shimmer because over time tape can kind of get brittle and it can lose some of its tackiness. Cosmic Shimmer glue, it just won't do that. Everything will always stay together, especially when you're folding it down. So it's just my preferred method, and I thought I would share that with you. The first thing that you are going to do is turn this around this way. I'm going to do this on white here so you can see my background a little better. And we're going to put in the first layer, which is the little bee. And what I like to do is just put just a little bit of glue right here. You don't want a ton of glue. Too much glue makes things slide around. And then you're going to go to where this little fold is right there, and you're going to put that just behind that fold. The most important thing is you want to remember, you want to remember to keep these ends even with the black outside piece. If they're over too far, then when you try to stand it up, it'll fall over. So that's an important part. So we're going to put that down. Now the demonstrator on the next video also likes to do all of these on one side and then turn these over and connect them. I thought that was a little hard to see, so I'm going to glue these in individually, and like I said, that way you'll have the best of both worlds. All right, so now we're going to take this side and we're going to glue that in as well. Just like that. All right, now we're going to take the next layer, which is this one with the little bumblebee and the flowers. And for this one, you're going to glue it just along the edge of the first one. So right there. You're not going to glue it on top of it. You're going to glue it just to that outside edge. And that's the spacing. That's really important. That's how we get the spacing for the shadow box, is lining these up. If you can see that, just like that. And mine was a little bit off. That's another reason why I love the glue. It does give you a second or two to just, oh, it's not straight, and move it around a little bit. So it's really forgiving. And I need that. I need to be forgiven when I make mistakes on paper crafting. All right, so the next thing is we're going to go ahead and we're going to put that one and glue that right there. Okay, see the dimension that's happening? All right, the next one, that's what's happening on the front. Here's the next one here. And we're going to put a line of glue there. And we're just going to put that one right there. All right, now we're getting to the end. They have one more to do, which is the honeycomb piece. That's what it looks like on the front. All right, this last piece, this one doesn't really matter which direction you go. It's doesn't seem to have an up or a down on it. So I'm just going to put that one right there. Making sure my ends are aligned, and then this side as well. Oops, I did get a little glue on my outside edge. That's okay. All right, so that is the assembly. All right, that's what that looks like so far. Isn't it pretty, just white? I just love the white. Now, the last piece is, where did I put it? Oh, here it is. It's this piece right here. And this is the piece that we used to cut out all of these outside shapes, okay? So we've done this one. This one's not going to have anything cut from the center of it. We're just going to take our scissors and we're going to cut these outside flaps away. Like that. And this is going to be the back. And this is the piece that I colored. You can see through this piece on the very back, I just colored that with Friar Brown. But we're just going to leave this one white. Put a little bit of glue on each outside flap where the black part is. And we're just going to glue this right here and right here. And then I just like to make sure everything is squared up. Make sure everything is squared up and it's going to stand up. And that's how that one looks with all that dimension. I did want to give you that option of just doing them with white. You could even do the exterior just white as well. But I think that's just really charming. And then adding the little greeting right here, you could add that into a different color and glue that right there. It does have a little mat that goes all the way around it if you wanted to add that there, or you can just glue it to the back. All right, so let me show you another option. This one right here is using the adorable, here we go. This one's using the adorable little bird one. I just love it. And for this one, for the outside of it, I used a nesting place. And if you can see here, I used this green paper right here, and I took this right here and placed it right there so that on the sides I would have the little bird houses. How cute. And then the back part right here, I used this one right there, and I just used that portion of it. Okay, and then to color my little birds, I used that little round applicator right here, and I used teal ink pad, and I just went around each one of my little birds once I'd cut them out, and then I used the yellow tri-blend marker, the light yellow, to color the beaks and the little breast of each one. I used the earth brown marker to color the little eye. And then for the entire little bird's nest, you guys, which comes in pieces like this. This is the bird's nest. And then this is the bird's nest, and one goes right on top of the other. I used just some cocoa brown And then I used the same applicator, of course, change your little pad to brown. And I just used that to color those in. And then I used, for the little flowers and leaves, this is citrus green and then coral blend. And that's what I used right there to color in all those little flowers. Those tiny little eggs, which are so cute, they come separately right here. All right, so you just die cut those from white, and then I just added a little bit of that teal blue ink along the top edge. I assembled this just like I did the other one, and then on the back I went ahead and glued that on, and then I used the Home Tweet Home greeting right here, but I also used that white little mat that it comes with, which I didn't use on the other one. It was really, really fun and really cute. I love how that turned out. For this last one, you guys, I only used this collection. I didn't use either of the decorative ones. I just used this box, Shadowbox collection, because I wanted to show you, you could just buy this and make some beautiful ones as well. So that's this one right here. It's got all those little layers. This one got a little squished on the way to work today. So this one, I used the 6x6 Meadow Blooms. And I used these two. So the one on the front, or the surround, I die cut that one just like this. All right. And then for the one on the back, oops, I die cut that one from this piece right here. And then for this one, you're going to use this one on the front, just like we did for the other ones. But then for the rest of those, instead of using those decorative pieces, I used ones like this, and I used them with these backs of these papers where there's really small print. It was just really fun to do, and I got all the way to the bottom where we have the cutout, and I added that with a little bit of ribbon there, and then the back just added a little tag, and that's the back of your card. So you guys, these are so fun to make. I really hope you give them a try. They're wonderful for spring and summer. And I think they make just sort of a very different kind of a birthday card or a celebration card. They're really fun and unique for somebody to set up and look at it like that. So definitely look at the money saver we have. It's right over there on the right-hand side of your screen. All the items are listed individually down below. If you click on the photos of each one of these below the video, it'll show you all the supplies that were used for each particular one. If you're watching us on YouTube, we haven't forgot about you. Click on the link in the description box below the video, and it'll take you to this Paper Wishes webisode page where you can find the money saver and all this great stuff. And hey, a thumbs up, really appreciate it. It helps people find our channel. And subscribe. We do 4 to 5 videos a week. We wouldn't want you to miss a thing. Thanks for joining me today, you guys, and we'll see you next time.